welcome back to the Not For Nothing podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Natasha.
And I am Sarah. Welcome back.
We're super excited. We're back in LA, back in the studio. We're ready.
We are ready. I've had a lot of people quite confused lately, actually, about where I'm living. A record-breaking number of 5 different people who didn't overhear each other asking me, we're like, how long are you in town for? When I was in New York. And we need to get something very clear. I never left. I'm the Duchess of Bay Ridge.
Wait, what did you say this morning? You were like, I love your pants with that South Brooklyn flair.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm talking about. Like it has like you get a little thigh action tight around the thighs and then a little flare at the kneecap. Very, very cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I try.
All right, so, since Mayor Adams has, like, come to town.
Yeah.
He's had quite a few, like, inflammatory statements that he's made. Most notably, we know he hates, like, rats, like, physical rats, like the animal. And he seems quite scared of them, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But he's also been poking his nose in cannabis lately quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's lately. I think he's always like been wanting to be involved in weed.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't mean always, but as of his mayorhood.
Yeah, exactly. Like he has been, but I feel like he's not like doing anything. He's just like showing up and being like, guess what, guys? You can smoke. And we're like, we know, we've been doing it. But one thing that I think we might be able to like lobby him into doing, this is a little crazy. Reinstating the smoking section in restaurants, but for weed.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea because I think that as much as I fought for legalization in New York, there's definitely like, it's a little intense. I understand for people who don't smoke, it's kind of annoying to constantly be surrounded by people who are smoking around you. And if you were just to give us smoking sections, we wouldn't be on the sidewalk like grouping around.
Yeah, I want to obey the rules really badly, but you're forcing me to break them.
I want to be good.
You're forcing me to break them. I don't want to be the monster you're making me. But yeah.
I'm just a girl.
It's what else can I do?
So give us our smoking sections back. And while we're at it, bring it back on the airplanes too.
Why can't you smoke on airplanes?
Why can't you vape on airplane?
No, well, the battery. I don't think you're supposed to have any kind of like real batteries on
No, you're
airplanes.
not supposed to have it in your check-in. Checked.
But why?
Because it can be flammable, and if it were to explode, it's like unattended to.
Oh, I see. There's no one like watching it.
Yeah,
for sparks.
there's no one in the checked area.
Got it. Okay. I could see how that could pose a risk. But yeah, like we want to follow the rules. The rules just need to be adjusted.
I like this idea of a segment. What else would you tell Mayor Adams that he needs to adjust?
Oh, wow. We're getting real political. I mean, I always say in terms of politics, the reason we pay them is to not do it, which is kind of actually what Robert was saying earlier.
Agreed.
Yeah, like you find the problems. And if I have a problem, I'm going to be whining about it. Trust me.
It's like the best kind of contractor or like web developer. The more money I give you, the less I want to have to provide you information.
Right. No more hand-holding.
The more I want you to just like take this project that I assigned you in Asana and make it happen. Eric?
Yeah. Eric. Start the permitting process.
Yeah, like let's get a move on.
We need a smoking section. All right.
Okay, but if he were to smoke, if he were to go to a dispo in LA, what do you think he would pick up? I already know what I think he would pick up.
I feel like he would buy... I don't even know if I can legally say these. I feel like I'm violating an NDA of some kind with saying my real thoughts. But how about you? What do you think?
I'm also
this is
like
bad. This one's gonna get us in trouble.
Like running the Rolodex, like, oh, I guess they're working there now. I shouldn't say anything.
It's hard in California cannabis right now, so salute if you're able to make your mids work. But yeah, it would definitely not be a top shelf brand. I'll say that. All right. What else? So I think you called me like about, when were you with your family? Like a month ago for Passover?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh my God, I know what we need to talk about on the podcast. But you wanted my opinion first.
Yeah, this was so funny because I was worried that you stood on the wrong side of
I was
history
worried
on
that
this one.
you stood on the wrong side of history. But it turns out we're in agreement yet again.
Yet again. And it was a test and we both passed.
Yes, with flying colors. And our family members passed as well.
I was so proud of my sister for bringing it up as a topic.
It's a good one.
It's a great one. But so go ahead.
So, you know, in
Take it
America, sushi comes in all shapes and forms. You got hand rolls. You got omakase experiences.
Yeah.
You have sashimi. You have something as basic as the California roll. And then you have, like, you know, really high-end torches come out, gold flakes come out, caviar comes out.
Or like little truffle ponzu bullshit.
Exactly. I just had a truffle ponzu bullshit. It was great.
I know, it's great.
I love sushi. So,
But you know what I don't love?
what?
Any type of variation of the Philadelphia roll.
Fuck the Philadelphia roll.
AKA a roll that includes cream cheese.
Fuck Philly.
Like, it's just absolutely foul.
It's foul.
And I'm now realizing that cream cheese is spoken a lot about on our podcast.
Yeah, I think we go through the variation of bagel, cream cheese, cream cheese and sushi.
It's like, I would rather have expired cream cheese bagel than have cream cheese sushi.
I've never thought that fish tasted good with cream cheese, except in the case of lox. That's it. It needs to stop right there.
Stop it.
You kind of sounded a little bit like a frog. You're like, stop it.
Shut it down. This is a new request for Mayor Adams. Please create a committee.
All restaurants serving Philadelphia rolls.
If you want to sell sushi in New York,
it needs to be patriotic. It needs to be New York patriotic. Brooklyn rolls only. Fuck the Philadelphia roll.
What would the Brooklyn roll have? Fucking like ground beef and cheese.
It would be a chopped cheese with rice, or it would be a lox bagel with rice.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck cream cheese in sushi.
Hard fuck cream cheese and sushi.
It's
you know,
disgusting.
you said it was big in Miami.
It's big in Miami. It's
I
also
don't like
big-
Miami either.
I don't
I'm
like-
sorry to all the Floridians, but like, Miami is not the city for me.
What Floridian are you apologizing to?
We have some Floridians in our audience. We see you.
Yeah, but all of my Floridian friends are very self-aware. If you're not, like, if you are not self-deprecating Floridian,
I got news for you, buddy. Most of Florida is pretty happy to be Floridian. Yeah.
and that's why the economy is failing.
All right. So, like, do you have a skincare routine? I don't. I'll be frank. I'll be frank with you.
I didn't when I, like, up until maybe, like, this year.
I wash my face. I moisturize my face. I take my makeup off. If you want to call that a regimen, I have one. That's
more than I used to do.
Okay.
I was, like, notoriously bad at taking my makeup off.
No, I can't do that. I think I stopped that when I turned, like, 21. I was like this, like, I would see my face.
She's better than us again.
Again. Just if you didn't know, I am better than you.
Yeah.
No, but it's not. I think it's just that my face will take vengeance on me the day after.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree.
Okay.
But I used to have bad skin.
So as like a lazy ass stoner, I do have bad skin still.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Ooh.
I know.
Shots fired.
I was going to say about me.
All right. So what is your skincare regimen now?
It's actually very simple. I just make sure to wash my face morning and night.
Mm-hmm.
And I use like a gentle cleanser. And then I use micellar water if I'm taking my makeup off. Sometimes just like that's how I'll wash my face in the evening. And then I slather it with CeraVe moisturizer. And that's it.
CeraVe, the grail.
And then sometimes I'll do like a little, chemical exfoliant vibe, like once every 2 weeks.
Like a AHA, BHA situation?
Exactly.
All right. Okay. All right. So like as a stoner, I do think it's important to talk about the way that we take makeup off when we take it off. And you touched on a great point is micellar water.
Yeah. How do you say it? Micellar water?
I say micellar.
I say micellar water.
I think you're wrong.
I think I'm wrong.
But let me know.
There's no doubt that I'm wrong.
Again, I'm better than you.
Yeah, but like it's eau micellaire, so I thought it was.
Oh, you're probably right. Actually,
You know?
You're better than us. Actually, I forgot. She speaks French. She's better than us.
But it could in English be micellar.
Whatever. You know what we're talking about? The Garnier one.
Yeah, I mean, I buy not the Garnier, but yeah.
You do?
Yeah, you can just get like this CVS brand.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I don't know how it works, and I refuse to like Google it either. But it does work, and the effort that micellar water puts in is the same amount of effort I'm willing to give to my skincare routine, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it gives about 55 to 60%. That's how effective it is at taking your makeup off.
I would say like 70. But I also don't use any waterproof makeup.
Oh, I wear all.
Yeah, no, none of my makeup is waterproof, so I feel like it removes most of everything.
Okay, that's good. I also use another stoner beauty grail, I would say, is the makeup eraser.
I love that shit.
Pair that with the micellar water, and that turns the efficacy up to like 75, 80.
Yeah, you're still waking up with raccoon eyes.
Oh yeah,
but no
there's
pimples.
Never a chance I'm waking up without raccoon eyes.
Yeah, but no pimples.
No pimples.
Yeah,
and like
it's like good for skin. I don't know if it's good for like makeup removal of the eyes.
Yeah, exactly. It does its job as best as it can for a waterproof girl. So, yeah, those are my grails for all lazy stoner girls. Who, and there's an environmentally friendly edge to that too.
I will say I'm really big on like whitening eye drops as well. I think that's like an important stoner girl essential. Like Lumify and Roto, all of that shit. I use them all. Not today because I forgot them, but normally, yeah.
Do your eyes get red from smoking?
I don't think they get red from smoking. My eyes get red regardless of like a million other things, like just dry air. Like my face wash makes my eyes really red because I get a bunch in my face.
My eyes don't really turn red unless I'm in chlorine or on edibles.
Yeah,
very specifically.
My eyes become red very quickly.
Wow. Okay.
So I love eye drops.
That's a good hack.
Yeah. And it just like, it feels so good when you're high. My favorite thing to do, it's like the minute I get home from the sesh is like take up all your makeup, take it all off, and then just like put like the largest amount of moisturizer on your face.
And let it like seep in.
And let it seep in and just chug so much water. And then that's the best sesh recovery.
I kind of love that. I want to do that.
But that's only if you are able to and you don't like pass out immediately upon returning home.
Tough. I'm stuck between both worlds.
Yeah. That's like my ideal scenario, but a lot of times I wake up fully clothed in my makeup on my bed. Surrounded by McDonald's.
You're also notorious for falling asleep at like 9 p.m. Like just on the couch, like quick little phase into a nap.
I love it.
Because you're an early riser,
yeah.
So I can't blame you.
So yeah, that's my little tips.
All right. So like what have you been doing for like hot girl lunch these days?
I don't know.
What have you been having for lunch?
Water, coffee.
Oh, you're still on that run.
Yeah.
I'm in
Seltzer?
nourishing myself mode.
What are you nourishing yourself with?
I've been trying to do high protein breakfast.
Yeah.
Salad for lunch, and then like an indulgent type of dinner. Like, and I mean indulgent meaning like I'm not going to restrict myself from having like a carb focused meal.
Got it.
Or something. So it's like, okay, if I'm going to have pasta in the day, I'll have it for dinner and I'll feel like I had like a fulfilling day of meals. We were talking about how much we fucking hate arugula.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. I hate it. In that category, I would say that there's a bunch of other lettuces that I really fucking despise. Don't ever buy spring mix. I don't like spring mix.
Okay.
You don't? You do?
I feel like spring mix is like the neutral ground. A lot of times everybody that I'm shopping with is like, I want arugula. And I'm like, fuck arugula. And then they're like, ugh, so then let's get spring mix as like it like is semi-fancy, but it's still trash.
No, it's trash. It just has purple in it.
Yeah, exactly. Oops, sorry.
And people think it's fancy because there's purple. I hate it. I hate it. It is the worst.
So what's your go-to? When's your go-to lettuce?
What's my go-to? All right, I would say I think that we don't respect iceberg lettuce enough as much as we should. We don't respect iceberg lettuce. It is the epitome of tabula rasa. Clean slate.
But it's also just nothing. It's just water.
Exactly. So it is what you put on it. Mark is agreeing. He said it's water. It is water. You know what else water has in common?
We're having the same lunch.
Low cal. It's low cal. You're having caffeinated salad, iceberg lettuce salad for lunch.
Caffeinated lettuce.
And I'm having water as well. No, but I really do like iceberg lettuce because it's like, it's a clean slate. It's a clean slate.
Water.
You're getting hydrated.
Water.
Better for your skin.
It's all just the benefits of drinking more water. If you don't like drinking water, eat it. And that's an ad for Iceberg. You're welcome. They should.
Okay, so Mark is saying it's diet salad.
Yeah, it's like the Diet Coke of lettuce.
But I don't think that it is. I think it's actually almost like more indulgent than eating something that's like kale based or like
that has
roughage.
Nutrients.
Yeah, something with roughage because that's boring
and nutritious.
Well, it's like, okay, if you're eating literally to get full and
drink
for flavor.
Water.
I hate you. All right, fuck you. You got me.
Because I feel like
it's the Bud Light of lettuce.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it's the Diet Coke of lettuce, and then the Coca-Cola is like butter lettuce.
Oh, butter lettuce is so good.
Butter lettuce is the indulgent iceberg.
It's flavorful.
But it's like the meaty iceberg.
Yeah, but like who wants like
butter
rainbow
lettuce?
Shard in there? Like
absolutely no one.
And no one wants like Brussels sprouts like turned into a slaw. Like, yeah, I'll eat that. It's like not, I'm grown, so I don't hate vegetables. I actually love them. But put some respect on iceberg lettuce's name. Wow. Mark said absolutely not.
I will say though, as a
tacos.
When you're cooking, chopping up iceberg when you're high is one of the most satisfying things. It makes like the nicest, like crisp sound of like whoosh.
You know, you're making me want to go into like an ASMR hole right now on TikTok and just watch people chopping iceberg. Oh, I love that.
But it's just water. It's just your knife swimming.
It's a dishwasher.
Yeah, if you want to clean your fork, just eat lettuce.
So stupid.
No, but
we're literally getting dumber by the episode. All right, so like, have you ever looked into your heritage? Mark said iceberg is the LaCroix of lettuce, which is rude because everybody knows LaCroix doesn't have enough bubbles. So rude.
I just, for those who can't see us, I just choked on my water and spit it all up on myself. What were you asking me? Oh, my heritage.
Yeah.
I mean,
have you done like your ancestry?
I haven't because like my family is like the Jewish diaspora, like, you know, survivors of the war. Everybody's an orphan. They like are immigrants to Belgium and then to the US. So like,
So does that make the information hard to find?
it's hard to find. There's not a lot of people left.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's just so much trauma bonding that we just like don't even do it. And also like what would even like what are the goals?
Like, what are you looking for?
What are your goals with 23andMe? I feel like that's the first question people need to ask themselves prior to giving all their data away to all the science and like, I mean, not to science, actually, to big tech.
Okay, well, I guess that's a good question. I think for everybody it's a little bit different. A lot of people who are like adopted are like looking to connect with family members they may have missed, or, you know, long lost relatives. But I do think what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Like, you should have some kind of goal in mind when you're doing it.
Yeah, like, cool. So then I find out that I have a bunch of family members somewhere in Poland. What, we're gonna go like Skype?
That's true.
I would rather maybe just like not know.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done Ancestry. It's been fun. But I've never done 23andMe. The fact that, like, I don't know, I just don't want to do that to anybody in my family who is potentially a adulterer or a criminal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's right.
You find out about all these people's like illegitimate children and stuff.
Illegitimate children, and frankly, like, you just submitting your DNA can like incriminate somebody.
Exactly. That's what they have in like SVU Law and Order. They're like, we have somebody else that's like a parental or like familial link in your DNA. Like, we can find you. And I think that I'm not paranoid, but I kind of like having some privacy.
Yeah.
And I think there's like this obsession with wanting like your biological people, but family doesn't need to be biological. And maybe
I agree.
If it's meant for you, it'll come back to you. I don't need to like go through some internet thing. I'd much rather like recreate a community and a family of people that are like around me and that are living through me. What, I'm gonna like hit them up and it's like, oh, my grandfather who's now passed, like you were his cousin's cousin. Like, what?
Yeah, I guess that is true. But I don't know. I guess for some people, it could be the thing that they need to feel like connected to either their culture,
Yeah,
or their
that's true.
family, you know? I think people do it mostly for culture and like heritage on 23andMe. And I think Ancestry is more about like understanding who you came from. Like, what were these people? Like, what did they do for work? That's why I think it's so cool. It's like, you could find out like, oh, my grandparents actually got married in this city. I thought they got married there, you know? Cool. Like, you could find out certain like.
But like, maybe it's stuff you shouldn't be knowing. Maybe there's a reason they told you it was in a different city.
No, some of it is just lost in translation, you know, like grandparents that die early, or like, yeah, but I do agree that there's like definitely a lot of hidden secrets in all of that. Like,
it's not.
I think if I was an older person and this was coming out, I would be shook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm excited for this little doobie you're rolling us.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to put it.
Well, this was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you so much for joining us. We always love doing another episode of Not for Nothing. And as always, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
And if you have any like fun topics, something that you're thinking about, something you feel like we should address.
Do you want our opinion on another type of lettuce? Hit us up. What restaurant do you want to see the smoking section in New York? First, where should it be rolled out? I have my thoughts.
And I can't wait to hear it on the next episode.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Take care. Like and subscribe.